The energy's changing, and the room temperature is dropping.
Yeah, I get cold.
It's actually getting quite cold around me.
I would look at somebody, and around them, I wouldn't see another spirit or a person. I'd have a feeling. It was like a density in the space.
I keep on feeling something touch my cheek from the right.
There's a Catherine trying to come through.
And then I'd start to get a feeling of a name or a presence, and it would pop into my head. So it wasn't a visual, and it wasn't audible, but it was there. It was perceived on a level that I didn't understand. I always had something, but I wasn't sure what it was. When I was young, I can remember being in my room at night and hearing people talking in the hallway, but there was no one present. As I got into my late teens, I started thinking of things and they would happen, or I would have a very vivid dream. I would see somebody I hadn't seen in a while, and later that week, suddenly there's that person. And it wasn't just sort of an every now and then coincidence. It started happening weekly and then daily. Well, you know, it was difficult to figure it out at first, but I really was having experiences because I had a natural ability. And that's what people have. They either have it or they don't. And it's the natural ability that can lie dormant. And eventually mine woke up. A psychic medium can communicate with energies that are spirits, basically surviving personalities in energy form. Just a regular psychic might sense something, but couldn't communicate. When I do a session for clients, I have to get into the mode. That means doing a little meditation, which involves asking my higher guides for protection, a white light of protection, you know, flowing through me, around me, that when I'm going to be communicating with spirits later, that I'm not going to take anybody home. I always say I don't do takeout. As a medium, I will visualize the spirits in my mind because it becomes a mind-to-mind communication. A medium gets this feeling. Somebody just walked in the room. Sometimes they want to talk and sometimes they don't. And when they do want to communicate, they may stand right behind somebody and then they'll give me a feeling of a grandmother or an aunt or uncle. It's not audible, it's all feelings. It feels like they're looking for their mom. I keep hearing this, like it's somebody's yelling out, "Mom." I think this is for you. So by doing this for about 25 years, you get to know what those feelings mean when somebody comes through and feels emotional, like "I miss you." It's like another language. The message seems to be they like it that you've kept the house. And they said please don't get rid of it, but you do whatever you want. The people that are the biggest skeptics typically are the ones who get the most in a session, and especially the guys. I'm getting from Mike, like, it's like the buddy thing, the bro thing, like tell him I love him. Whatever you did for him, he needs to thank you. So he's thanking you for bringing it. Oh, he said you dragged him. So you should always stay open to possibilities, because in life, there's more than the four walls we see around us. And I think if it's a natural gift that you have, it's a waste if you don't use it. It's like if somebody has a wonderful singing voice and they never sing. I'm going to bring you both into a trance state. Then I'm going to try to introduce spirits that I sense, and then we'll see what each of you sense behind the other. A lot of these people are usually just a ball of random energy, and I let them ground that energy. So they will be able to take this abstract thing called psychic ability and actually understand how to work with it. Then I'll take them one step at a time and let them reach out. I'm sensing a door opening. Roger, see if you can sense where there's an energy trying to come through.
I just feel two.
You cannot get rid of psychic ability. It's a gift. You cannot return the gift. The biggest problem with the gift is it doesn't come with an owner's manual. And that's where I try to help these people. It's going to give you a little bit of an anxious feeling, but that's okay. It's just energy.
It's like heavy.
Yeah, you're both getting anxious.
When I met Craig, I said, do I have the ability to see or sense spirits? Because there are so many things that happen to me that I can't explain. I feel presences in the room. I have dreams of people I don't know who turn out to be my relatives. Do I have this? And he said, yeah, you do have this. So it was a moment that provided a lot of relief.
Everyone I train is different. Some people have very strong mediumistic ability. Some people have it, but they're more psychic. They can sense more energies. Some of my students actually are very empathic. They'll feel things. So you never can tell how someone is going to turn out or what their true potential is until they've gone through some basic training.
One thing people always ask me about mediumship is, do you see dead people? The answer to that question is no, not really, but I feel them in the room.
There's a presence behind Jangus, so it's going to give you a reflection of who it was in its last incarnation.
My feeling is he's an older man. He's like directly behind me, like so close to me. But he's looking at Roger.
Where are his hands?
On my shoulders.
That's correct. I think when you have true mediumistic ability, you really should learn how to at least use it to the point where it can help you, or sometimes it can help others. To hide it or close it out sort of denies you part of you. Yes, it can be a scary path to understanding, but I think it's also a really fabulous, enlightening one in the end.
Hello Today fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.